So I was sitting in this room. There's a tiny, small room. If you had three computers on one side, three computers on the other side, and talking on the phone was not possible because they only give you 300 minutes a month. Over here, I find out people speak 300 minutes a day. Texting, spending 500 minutes a day. It's much horrible. I mean, he was going through Bar Mitzvah. I wanted to chaz with him avort for Bar Mitzvah. He chaz an avort. He was learning in school. You couldn't because they had 10 minutes. It's like a klipa you couldn't break. And so the only other alternative you had was the email. The email also had its limitations, but a lot less. You get off. I'm typing an email, and then two guys walk in, two heavy duty chavre, the tattoos, the ganze sit down, and they open the computer for their email. So all you have on there is like email, email, yeah. Only letters, no pictures, no internet. Just so you send. It's a secure system and only in English. If you can't send in Hebrew, if you get Hebrew from somebody else, it comes in as a question mark or whatever. So I'm typing a letter, and these two banduras come in, and they sit down next to me. It's a small room, and they must have had something on the email from somebody, and they start talking a sprach. It's not fit for human consumption. I can't believe human beings can talk like that. So my first reaction was, I can't sit here. Because it didn't seem like it was stopping. One time said he hasn't invited, he said it. So I figured I gotta leave, but I didn't want to leave because if I shut the computer down and leave, I gotta wait the time till I can get back on, and somebody else can go back on, and I won't have time for it. I wanted to finish the email with the kids and Meister. So I decided I'm going to put my fingers in my ears to show them that I'm being bothered by the. I forgot where I was. They're bothered. I put my finger in my ears, and it sits. But they don't stop. You can hear that. So that didn't work. I can't type and hold my finger in my ears for too long. That didn't work. So I finally decided, Chatchila River. Ich gehe sie beten zu verschweigen dem Mühl. Now imagine these two chavre. I turn around to them and say, listen guys, I'm too young for this conversation. Can you please stop talking? I expected them to give me Isaiah Ibrin Kop. If I don't like it, you get out with all the adjectives that are attached to the suggestion. But instead they said, oops, we're sorry, we apologize. They apologize to me. They shut the computer and they leave. It's a small story, but this mom is very telling of what happens when a Yid lives within the Neshama, and that was his goof. I can't imagine anybody. I've seen things where somebody says something the wrong way. Fire. Here I'm telling them they should shut up. That's their life, whatever they're talking about. I didn't like what they're talking about, so you go. But no, they apologized and they left. When a Yid lives with his neshama, when he's supposed to live with his neshama, then right? So when we go ahead, I don't want to belabor the point, but I think it's the most damaging thing we can do. We're trying to give over to our children ourselves, and our children befrat. With the idea of amunah. Amunah means hide and teva. Kara this way, kara that way. Don't tell me toyu and kelim of tikkun. Don't tell me all the maises. The amunah means you believe the Eibush that creates the world, and the Eibush that is in the world, and the Eibush is hide and teva, and you hide and teva. That's what it means. And that's the message you have to give to the kids. You can't explain everything with teva. And they'll take it to the next step and tell you things you don't want to hear about teva. So when we become clear in our own mind, and when we see Amunah, we see the world in the emes ha'ifin, then we're able to give over that message, that feeling to our children, or more apt to do it. I sincerely believe every time we invite a professional, every time we invite a professional to give us an eitzah on how to raise our kids is hepech ge'en Yaakov, it's hepech Amunah, and it's hepech ha'seichel b'chlal. Because we are trying to reveal, the kid knows very well what Teva is. We are trying to tell him what higher than Teva is. We're trying to tell him, afan Eberstein Welt, afan atzad HaKdusha, afan atzad HaKlipa. And if we constantly going to bolster the tzad HaKlipa, who is ever going to tell them that there's a God in the world? Who's ever going to tell them that we can dive into the Eberstein and the Eberstein can change Teva? The tefillah. What's tefillah? Has a problem daven? Oh, but the doctor said, the businessman said, the lawyer said, right? Who's ever going to tell them that message? We're so busy explaining them. And the most important thing, I think, is whatever we're hearing from them talks to the guf, not to the neshama. So even if they're right, which is even a suffix if they're right, I'm not so sure they're right, but even if they're right in what they're saying, it will not work for Yid, even if it works for a Goy. And this is Ba'emes, the key to the Chatchila Rebbe. I want to tie it all together. The Chatchila Rebbe is really based on a Yid's understanding of the world, based on Bar Elikim. When a Yid understands the Eibush, the field developed.